Good evening, Packanack parents, and welcome to Back to School Night 2020. My name is Roger Rogalin. I'm the principal of Packanack School. This is my 10th year, and a year like no other. Tonight we're going to review a few things. I'll go over the agenda in a moment, but I am going to take my mask off, and I'm in the auditorium alone. Typically, we leave the mask on all day. Boys and girls have been fantastic. Thank you so much for your help with that. They've done a wonderful job keeping their masks on and interacting with the teacher and each other at social distances. So things have been going very well in that regard. Thank you. So our agenda for tonight, we'll go through some introductions of some new people who will be joining us. We will talk about district goals, our Packanack priorities, PTO. I'll talk a little bit about the PTO, and it'll be a presentation for your school counselor. And then at the end of all that, I'm going to ask you to go visit your child's classroom, their Google Classroom, for a presentation from their teachers. So welcome to Packanack. The following people are new. There's Jenna Hudson, who, as you might know her as Jenna Ricciardi. She was a pre-K teacher. She now teaches second grade. We're very happy to welcome Emily Potosnak as a fourth grade teacher. Allison Mulnickel will be joining us as our media specialist. And we wish the best to Amy Bongiovanni, who's been our school nurse and is moving to a different opportunity. But we will be joined by Aylin Atzagov, who is a wonderful school nurse. I think you'll all enjoy interacting with her. We have two permanent subs, Jackie McGarity, who's been handling the fifth grade most recently, and Anna Rocco, who is a sub who'll move to wherever she's needed on a given day. Please join me in welcoming these people who are new to Packanack. District goals. There are only two this year, and they're very timely. Obviously, there are issues going on in the world, and these two goals address those issues. Goal number one, diversity, equity, and inclusion. This goal will involve examining all of our curricular materials and understanding how we present people of various backgrounds, and make sure that we are representing everybody in a way where they can recognize themselves. Goal number two, return to school plan. We are in the beginning parts of that. This is a long-range plan as things develop with COVID-19. We are addressing issues, and you've seen it with our cohort A, cohort B, virtual, footsteps all through the school, mask wearing, social distancing, and even dismissal at 1:45. All of that's part of a larger plan for return to school safely. Our priorities here at Packanack, as always, is safety. This year it goes beyond what we typically do because of COVID-19. I just mentioned a lot of the things we do, but we also have our regular safety things, making sure that when children are dismissed, they're dismissed the right way, to the right person, and that's all part of our safety. By the way, the drop-off and pickup this year at all the different doors, I was worried might be a little inconvenient, but it has been working very well. Thank you so much for your support and cooperation. Respect. Respect is a major part of the climate here, and I say this every year, I'll say it again. Respect works all ways. So between students, from a student to a teacher or adult, obviously, and also from an adult to the students. We do try to model respect regardless of our position in this building, and we view that as a very important part of our culture. And learning. So our emphasis this year, as was last year, we're continuing with the use of data to inform instruction. So recently your children took iReady tests or Linkit tests, Foundations tests. They're not really tests, they're diagnostics. They don't get a grade. It just gives us an idea, especially based on last spring's distance learning, gives us an idea of where each child is so that we can address them individually and address their learning needs. PTO, you have 3 new presidents. They've done a fantastic job so far, and really appreciate everything they're doing for Packanack School. Mafalda Halligan, Amy Scatoro, and Lauren Till. I invite you, if you get an invitation to a PTO meeting, come join us. The meetings are informative and helpful and really support the school. So I want to say thank you before I turn it over to the next slide. The only way we can make all of this work is pulling together. And I have to say, parents, students, staff have all been pulling together and doing a fantastic job for the beginning of the school year. This is challenging, it's difficult. The teachers have been working so hard to make everything work, and we really appreciate all of your cooperation and help making that happen. If you proceed to the rest of the presentation, you can click at your own pace. It's a presentation from our school counselor, Mrs. Reska, some very important information about HIB and different things that our counselors do to help the boys and girls succeed in school. So with that, I say thank you again for all your support you show all year, and especially in recent times. Thank you, have a good night. Remember, go to your classrooms after Mrs. Reska's